Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Spotlight in Business by GTApreneurs. I'm your host, Tammy Defoe, president, founder of GTApreneurs, a business coach and public speaking instructor. I'm so excited to introduce to you today, Randi Goodman, amazing author, publisher, event producer, and realtor residing in the GTA. She will be the guest speaker at GTApreneurs' next virtual networking event taking place Tuesday, April 26th at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. And I have Randi on the show here today so that you can learn a little bit more about her in advance. So welcome to the show today, Randi. How are you doing?
Well, thank you so much, Tammy, for having me. I am super excited to present to everybody on Tuesday. So I'm really looking forward to it. And so register if you haven't already.
Right? You know, and you're amazing. You've done so many different presentations, so many group events that I know you're just going to bring a whole another dynamic level to our event.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to it. And, you know, it's nice to be able to kind of get in, even though we're not in person, to get into a group of people and chit chat and be able to share and help them grow. So I'm really honored for that opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so guess if you register for the premium version, you're going to get the opportunity to meet with Randi one-on-one in the breakout rooms in the second hour. So maybe she can even give you a little bit extra tips than what you're going to learn in the presentation, right? But before we go into a little bit more about your presentation, Randi, can you tell everybody more about yourself?
So I am a serial entrepreneur, that's for sure. You know, I've been doing things since I was a kid, but I ran a manufacturing company at the wee age of 22. I know, just a few years ago. You know,
yesterday, Randi, right?
Yeah, there you go. Loved business. Oh my God, fell in love. And I raised 4 kids who are all identified with something or other. So lots of behavioral therapy and other therapies. And, you know, so there was no shortage of therapies going on in those years. Now they're in their 20s, amazing young men, adults, and, you know, love that. So through the years, I had separated. I separated when I was like 40 years old. And I had no clue what I was going to do. I doubted myself. I didn't think anyone would pay me. I didn't think I had anything of value to offer. And it's funny that you go through all these experiences in your life and you still think you have nothing to offer. You know, you've developed all these skills, but still you don't value yourself. So I know I'm resonating with some people out there. So there is hope. I'm telling you there's hope because yes, I had to grow. I had to start to learn to value the skills that I had and that I had developed over so many years. And you guys can do that too. So, but the presentation's not about that, but it is a life learning experience. So I studied math and science in school. I was not an English student. I was not a marketing student. But when I went into the real world trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up, then I discovered business to business trade shows. Now, I had done years and years of galas, charity galas, personal events, loved doing events, but had never taken it to the business sector. So now I was introduced to doing this in business and I was like, oh my goodness, I love this, right? So I took that concept and started to grow it. And not only was it a trade show with 50 to 100 exhibitors, but I started adding in the conference element and then the Coach's Corner element where people could learn even more and connect with experts even more, and love it, just love it. And so from there, I took on a partner for a few years and we started to publish books together. We're not together anymore, very amicable and friends now, but I continue to do the books on my own. But I had created the 7 proven marketing strategies to explode your business. And this was a tool for people to really grow their business or see that maybe they're missing a few things in their business. And maybe that's why they're not leveling up or getting to the level they want to be at. So all these things were born from this experience. And they have nothing to do with math and science. So I entered this world of business where I had to learn to market myself. I spent a lot of time doing this. And then when I took on a partner and we decided we were going to publish authors in our compilations under the Empowering Women to Succeed series, all of a sudden there was this whole new realm of info I had to learn. I had to learn how to publish. I had to learn about editing. I had to learn about all these things that had to do with English, which happened to be my worst subject. Now, I did really well in school, but that was because I got a lot of help from my teachers and, because I was determined. But it's amazing how, even though you might not have been good at something in your life, you can actually become really good at it or surround yourself by people who can make you look like you're good at it, right? So there is hope for anybody who wants to get into any business. But the reason that I created the 7 proven marketing strategies was so that I could provide all sorts of different steps for entrepreneurs so that they can grow, so they can make sure they're implementing these things. Or if they don't have some of these things in place, they can say, okay, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that piece and see if that makes a difference in my business, whether it's more exposure you need or showcasing or networking or becoming part of something or producing something that you didn't produce already. There's so many things that you could be missing in your business, which is why you're not having the success that you are looking for. So I'm happy to share all this information with people and, help people get that exposure they're looking for. But back to my point about my partner and starting the publishing, we've now produced, or at the time we had produced 5 books together, and then I continued on. So I've produced, I think 8 books altogether, and I've helped almost 200 people become #1 international best-selling authors. I recently took on a partner last year, Annie Osley, to help me with Empowering Women to Succeed, and we're just exploding from there. So there's some awesome things I want to share with you guys on Tuesday evening that I won't share today. But, love to connect with you guys and help you get to that next level in your business.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm so happy to have you coming out next Tuesday night, Randy. So, GTApreneurs, we specialize in helping entrepreneurs grow their businesses, and, we're not in the publishing space. So I think that's, one reason I wanted to really have you at our event, because it is a great way for people to build their credibility, right? Reach a wider audience and really grow their business. I think it's great for entrepreneurs to know and have all the tools, they can come up with to expand to the next level, right? So,
Absolutely.
and yeah, so, and you know what, you're so right about the whole, how you were in high school or school and being different than you are now, right? Same with me. I was always top in math and science and things like that, right? And English, not quite as much and stuff, but now I'm doing writing all the time, right? And stuff. And, it just, I've had other people too, like they weren't good at math in school and now they're doing something that involves math. So, it's one of these things where, you need to adapt. You have to say, okay, well, what can I do? What opportunities are out there that I would like doing? And if you're not quite strong or something, you have to become strong, right? And you can, right? Things are possible, but, sometimes it does take help to have a coach. It does, we do need to get help learn from other people, right? So that's why I know you're going to do a great job, because you do have experience in many different industries, right, when it comes to entrepreneurship. And so you can give everybody some really valuable, tips in order to help them do something different, maybe to help grow even further.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. So if people wanted to become an established author, like a #1 selling author, like what's involved with that?
Well, first you got to get the story out. The story's in your head, and now you're the best kept secret ever. So if we don't get it out, then it's not going to get published. So #1 step is getting out the info from you. so that we can share it. And then we have a whole process. We have a whole system in place where we have a professional editor who works with our authors and make sure that that storyline flows well. So if anybody's out there and they think, oh, I can't write, I'm not good in English, or my language isn't great, there's so many ways to get around this issue. So if anybody has any blocks like that, definitely have a conversation with me, because we have systems in place to help get that information from you and start to put your story together, and then have it something that you're proud of before it goes to be published. So, and they will be part of a compilation, which means that you're sharing the book with other authors, but it also means that you get to leverage those other authors. You get to tap into their warm markets and really get a lot of exposure that you might be looking for. And you know what? Not everybody is publishing for business reasons. You can use a book for business reasons, and we'll get into that on Tuesday, but some people are using it as a healing tool. If you've ever gone to a therapist or a counselor, quite often, or probably most of the time, they're asking you to write stuff down. They might ask you to burn it afterwards, or throw it away, or file it away, or whatever they ask you to do with it afterwards. But it's the head to paper that's part of the healing process of getting it out. It's not typing it in a computer, it's writing it down. And that whole process is very healing in and of itself. So a lot of people use it as a healing tool, and some people want to leave a legacy for their family. They want to leave behind something, some memories, because let's face it, when we're gone, we can't share anything in our head anymore. Like, we can't teach people anymore. We can't share our memories or our experiences. We can't do that anymore. So how can you continue to do that when you're not here? Well, write it down. And we have options for this. So, it really is like, if you have a family you want to leave behind, or maybe you have family members who have done that already, and you never thought of contributing yourself and letting that, out to the world. But you may have children, you may have family members, you may have people that you want to influence and, just share your thoughts. Maybe it's coworkers. It doesn't matter who it is, right? Your neighbors, doesn't matter who it is, but you may want to leave those thoughts behind. And this is a fabulous way to do that. So, and there's many other reasons why people will write.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought that up, Randy. For me, I specialize in the entrepreneur space, but my grandmother, who had 15 siblings,
Wow.
right, big family, right? And that's what they did, actually, where each sibling wrote a section in the book, and that way all of the descendants, myself included, could have a copy, right? And then we can go back and read all their experiences and things like that.
Wow.
So it is good. It's something that's going to last forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the book, once it's down, lasts forever. And I really like the way you put that, that, yeah, once you're gone, whatever's here is gone, and the hardest step is really for people is to get it on a piece of paper, right? Personally, I can type way faster than I can write, and I used to be the opposite, but my writing's become chicken scratch over the years. Right. But, and it's great that you have other people that can help the authors, right, to finally get it from here into paper. And I said, regardless if English isn't their first language, or maybe they want to publish in a different language, or again, English is just not their strong suit, but they still have something valuable to share with people. You've got people that can help them get it there. And then once it's in print, then the sky's the limit, right? You can take them and do all the marketing. And I know before we talked about the whole marketing package with a person, I think, what are the different things that they get with that marketing package?
So
the editing is one.
What I'm going to teach,
well, no.
what they can be part
if
of.
someone wants to become your client, right? And they wanted to be one of these authors. So what are the different things you're going to give them that's going to help them be successful?
So what I'm going to be offering, because I am a full-time real estate broker, And I do love helping people get published. So I want to continue on that. But so in that realm, what we're going to be offering on Tuesday is to actually participate in one of our books. We have a couple of really incredible books that will be launched by the end of the year, this year. And we're looking for people who really want to get out there, who want to share, who want to heal, who want to grow. And books are one of the most incredible business tools. Imagine receiving a book from somebody instead of their business card, right? Like, what do we end up doing with business cards at the end of the day? Check, check, they go. Either you save the information, you check the card, or you don't save the information and you check the card. Because otherwise, what are you going to do? Have drawers and drawers and drawers full of business cards, right? Over the years. So at some point, those cards are going to disappear. Books don't disappear. They just don't. And they're memorable, right? Whether the person reads it or not, they're memorable. They're always going to remember that you gave them a book, and maybe you'll read that book. And if you read that book, maybe you'll connect with that person. Or maybe that person wants to do business with you. Or you want to do business with an influential person and give them a book. It's such an incredible tool that can be used in so many ways. There's stages that you can't speak on unless you are a published author. So how do you become a published author? Be part of a compilation. You can write your own book, absolutely. You can use this as a stepping stone to writing your own book. We've made so many people #1 international best-selling authors. I never promise that the next book will be a #1 international best-selling author. I cannot predict the future, but we have made all the other previous books #1s. So obviously the intent is there. Working collectively, we can make it happen. So I never make a promise that I can't keep, or that I have no idea whether we can keep or not, but obviously the intent is there. And if somebody's wanting to be part of that community and to share their story, to teach people, to attract people, when someone's reading your story at the end of the day, they're learning from you, they're resonating with you, and they're going to want to connect with you. And they could want to connect with you for many reasons. So whether it's just because they resonated with your story and they had a similar story, or they want to be your friend, or they want to hear more about your business that you're sharing in the story, or they want to do business with you or even refer you, because people want to refer people they respect. When they get to know you, like you, and trust you, they will refer you. So it's a great tool to share.
Excellent. So let's save all the other details for next Tuesday night, Randi. I know you're just a wealth of information, but the point is that you have the process in place, which you've repeated many, many times, which have made all the people best-selling authors. So that's something people, a lot of people want to get on board with that, and you should, right? For all the different reasons, for helping with your business, helping with, as a lead magnet, right? For your own personal, use, for, your family members for the times to come. So all different uses, right? So we're going to say farewell to you for today, but we're looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday night. So if you haven't yet registered for our event, please go to our website. The link is below, and get your ticket. You don't want to miss it. Why not become a best-selling author, Randi, right?
Exactly. Thank you so much, Tammy. I'm really looking forward to Tuesday.
You're very welcome.